first thing we're going to do, let's talk about the Marceau. She's a tier 10 French destroyer. She's got 127s, very floaty shell arcs. If you can hit with the ship, she's great. If you can't hit with the ship, she's not great. That's really where it all comes down to. There's other things about her that are fun, other things about her that are not. But, I mean, really, that's where it's at with the Marceau, at least in my experience. Rob, dude, we're taking a look at your build, and you've got no upgrades whatsoever?
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is getting good.
Rob, you pulled the Rob.
Rob? Well,
Rob.
I would ask, but at this point I've just come to accept it as being normal.
So, here's the thing. It's a premium ship, and Rob is a free-to-play player, right? Who's, I mean, frankly, conserving credits, right, Rob?
Yeah.
Okay, so I understand. Go ahead, please.
I have since gotten the Marceau set up, but it's just...
Okay. So I understand that you want to save and conserve credits. I get it. I've talked about this before. This is a great opportunity as well to mention. If this is your case, don't play tier 10. Buy the ship if you have to. Let it sit in port for a bit. Grind up the credits necessary to at least get your upgrades with other premium ships, like at tier 8. Okay? So you've got nothing here. Look, at tier 1, main armaments. At tier 2, probably engines. Engine survivability, unless you want the engine boost module. At tier 3, probably aiming systems. In your 4th slot, you probably go for propulsion. In your 5th slot, you could go concealment. Most people do. And then at tier 6 slot, oh god, sorry, I got the hiccups. At 6 slot, you'd probably go for main battery reload.
Yeah. There's two ways to build.
Okay, that's the Marceau.
There's two ways to build a Marceau. You can either go like RDF, Fearless Brawler and such, or you can go AFT instead. It's your choice.
The problem with the Marceau is that the shells, because they're the 127s, they're so floaty. It's difficult to hit stuff at extreme long range. So, if you can hit stuff, great. Most likely you're hitting battleships that way. Or cruisers that are going to bow on and that sort of deal. But if you're trying to fight against destroyers, I think reload is more important and range isn't as important. So it really comes down to how you want to play the ship. And let's take a look at your captain points. Is this a special captain, Rob?
No.
No.
I just put my Mogador captain on it.
Okay. So, you got consumables expert, last stand, main battery anti-air, preventative maintenance, survivability expert, fearless brawler. Why did you pick these skills, Rob?
The build I used for my Mogador, I didn't feel like trying to change that. It works well for me, though.
You okay, Sal?
Sorry, I hiccuped at the wrong time.
Oh.
Maybe it's Rob. I don't know. I'll blame it on Rob. Here's the deal. A ship like this, first of all, my boss, isn't that helpful. You're far better off with Adrenaline Rush first. Adrenaline Rush gets you so much more benefit as your hit points go down. So I would be going for Adrenaline Rush first. I would not do my boss. Fearless Brawler is okay. As a French destroyer, you basically want to increase your main battery reload, and you're gonna be detected, so that makes perfect sense. What did you get out of consumable specialist here? I don't see anything that you're getting out of consumable specialist.
It enhances my speed boost and my def AA.
Okay, so you get your defensive anti-air
And
and you get your engine boost.
I
And between the two of those, your engine boost is more important.
Yeah, that's what I usually end up using the most.
Okay. Here's the reason I bring that up. Your choice to go for consumable specialist could have an impact on your overall build. Let me do this. I'm going to drop you down to our core build. Now, this is a gunboat destroyer. A gunboat destroyer, typically, you don't want concealment expert on, typically. So, preventive maintenance, last stand, survivability would be the first 3 skills I would pick. I would then pick Fearless Brawler. I would then pick Adrenaline Rush. Those are the ones that I would start with, and that gets you to 13 points. Now, beyond that, it's up to you how you would go about setting up the ship. I would probably go for range. Now, keep in mind, the range is only useful against targets that are stationary, or that aren't moving that much. That's important to keep in mind. Now you've got 4 points left. Some people like to do Swift and Silence because Swift and Silence, especially in a clan battles build, gets you into caps before, as quickly as possible because you're not detected. If you find yourself playing a ship where you're going to be constantly relocating, then Swift and Silence works. Radio location is very handy if you want to run down an enemy destroyer. Now remember, you in the Marceau, you've got the engines, you've got the speed to do just that. You can run down whatever you want to. Maybe it's a Shimikaze or whatever. You can run it down. So radio location, I'd say, is a very sexy choice, especially in a clan battle scenario. Beyond that, I honestly don't know what I'd pick. Maybe priority target to know how many people are targeting you. Yeah. I kind of struggle at this point. Shockwave, do you have an idea?
Well, my build's actually, I do not run this build at all. I run Concealment Expert, Fearless Brawler, and Radio Location without AFT, and then just take Adrenaline Rush as my last 3-point skill. And I use that for both my French GDs. With Marceau, when you're getting out past that 12-kilometer range, your ballistics become very floaty, and as a result of that, you are not really hitting much besides like a stationary GK or stationary.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm a British battleship, or I'm a German battleship, guys. I can go bow in and I can tank, yeah, it does not work.
That's the problem with the Marceau, I find, is you don't necessarily play her with the same build as you would a Kleber, so you have to be a little bit more cautious, a little bit more, think more about how you're going to build her, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
With Kleber,
and then Rob, you've got... Go ahead.
With Kleber, you can kind of get away with using AFT because you have much better ballistics. Not Marceau.
Yeah.
Because you basically have gearing.
Right, right. And that's why I'm saying they're different ships, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like, you could use the same build from a Kleber on a Marceau, you just aren't going to benefit from it the way that you would a Kleber. So, if you only have one captain that's got the 21 points, you could do that. But, and yeah, Cthulhu says he might not have a dedicated captain. That's very true. So, I think the core build for a Marceau is what you see here. I like the idea of concealment. It does get you down quite low at under 8 kilometer. So then you've got 4 points to decide what you want to go with. Radio location is handy. Swift and Silence is handy. Mabas plus a 1 point is handy. It's up to you.
Yeah, you can do kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Frankly speaking,
For your
yeah, both builds are interchangeable. You can interchange builds with Clevera Marceau. But yeah, sorry, go ahead, Seth.
Yep. So I was just gonna look at your flags. You don't have any. So good job, Rob. You might detonate this game.
Well, he did say he didn't have a death fix. So I mean,
Cheater.
Well, he's
All right.
good.
Let's go ahead and drop the build viewer, and let's get into your game. Now you took this, you said, into asymmetric battles, right?
Yes.
And you did that. What is that? Just to practice without like having people yell at you or something?
Yeah, and I was having a lot of fun with asymmetric, so I didn't want to break that up with a random battle.
Okay. So the nice thing about doing this, if you think about it, is you're in a setup where if you detonate, it's really not a big deal, right? You kind of don't care about that. And it's a good chance to practice. And bots are generally going to just YOLO at you, and you don't care. So that's good stuff.
Surprisingly, though, the bots have had some odd pathing. Something that I noticed is that they will actually run away. They will run away if they detect that there's a lot of overwhelming fire. They're losing too much health, and they also appear to have pretty good aim as well, which is a little bit odd.
Yeah. They've got pretty good aim. Rob, you're detected. You might want to like shoot somebody.
Oh,
A little bit of a delay there. Now I'm pausing here because you did a bit of a wiggle, Rob. Are you planning on keeping the enemy on your right side or your left side?
I don't know. I'm also amused by the face going up the screen there when you paused.
So, the reason I say that is because if you're gonna wiggle, if you keep your cursor to the front of you, your poor rear gunners are like changing to this side and then changing to this side and then changing again. So I think it's worth thinking about how do you plan to take this engagement. If you want to keep your enemy to the right side of you, hey, that's perfectly fine. Keep your guns to the right of you though. And it's okay to keep your main gun, say like 5 degrees to the right of your target, because you can scope in and target him very quickly. Your rear guns though, I mean, that's a different story. It takes forever to get your rear guns in on target, right? You're not even shooting this guy. You just switched. Why did you switch to AP? Now you're looking to your left.
I think I was looking to see if I could citadel him. I don't know.
My guy, you do not have enough back.
He's behind the island. You can't. Now there's torpedoes coming. So, hey, Luca Torrigo just right there.
And look, there's as well.
Okay. So there's a Zara too. I like the widespread here. That's fine.
But then why?
I'd switch. I would look to the right at your Zara right now. The Zara, I think, is the bigger threat. Send AP. You broke the Torrigo's engines, killed him. But the thing about this turn... What?
He killed the Martel with torpedoes, surprisingly.
Problème résolu, chef.
And then...
The Charles Martel. Oh yeah, he did. You're right.
There's been a random that would have been a double strike.
It would have been. Now, slow down here because you are at max range. You're at 47 degrees. If you slow down, you open up your angle to the Zara here. Better chance at... You're probably not going to hit citadels, but better chance at penetrations. Doesn't matter, he dies anyway. Slow down to make the turn. The one thing that grinds your gears is their last shot always manages to set you on fire. Yeah, well, I mean, we've all been there, haven't we, Ash? Shore leave for the crew, yes.
Bots were in each other 10%.
I mean, that's nice as long as you can hit the bots and set them on fire. Looks like they DCP'd one of them or both.
Alerte incendie.
Shore leave for the crew, not drive bender on strike. They're French.
Problème résolu,
Yep.
chef.
Now that fire there, I might have been cautious about using DCP on. Just because the Helena's coming in, but I mean, you're able to DCP that fire, and then you're able to ensure the Helena can't really shoot you for a while, so that's okay. Your torpedoes are ready. I would turn in here at this channel and just bum rush the Helena. You're not doing that?
Boost des moteurs désactivé.
Bit of a wasted opportunity there.
Yeah, maybe we could just stood on. It's a Bismarck. He's not gonna be able to hit you anyways. I was engine boost went down though, so maybe.
Yeah, you mean it's a Monarch?
Is that a Monarch? Oh, I didn't see it. But it's
Mm. Mm-hmm.
a little bit blurry. It looked like a Bismarck from that angle.
Okay.
And I do not have my glasses, unfortunately, but oh well.
I mean, it's all good, dude. It's asymmetric anyways. Chat, I'm gonna go. Oh wait, we did run words on our stream raiders. Okay. Boss defeated. Let's go. So Rob, you're going north of this island. Are you planning on ambushing this enemy, or
I think that was
What-
my
what's
initial
going through your mind
plan,
here?
But
okay?
man,
Now the AI is
Yeah, they're on.
moving away from you, right?
Yeah, they will detect that they're moving away as soon as. It's like a very simple
Problème résolu, chef.
move command that I noticed. It's like if enemy health greater than your health, then leave. If not, then advance.
Then leave. Okay.
Yeah, but they also seem to have very good aim. It's much better than say co-op bots per se.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't really notice it too much, but it is a thing. Especially when I'm playing, I was running through the lower tier French cruisers, the World and the Algerie, and I did notice that their aim is significantly better because I would end up losing half my health before I got into an optimal position to deal damage. Highly unfortunate.
Hmm. Now, what's interesting is you guys have 0 caps, so I mean, you're up on points, but it's kind of problematic. So, Rob, are you trying to grab the C cap at this point?
I don't remember. This was like late last night.
Okay, I paused it here for a sec. This is something that a lot of people don't recognize. This is an opportunity to shoot at the Monarch for free because you'll shoot over the island. You won't be detected. Now, you only have seconds to react to this opportunity. You've already kind of surpassed that up, but I wanted to pause it for a sec so people can see that opportunity is available. Now, Rob is going to go straight into the cap, and then because of that, of course, he's going to be detected. Now, it's only got to deal with secondaries, which isn't a big of a deal. It's if the bot's primaries come into play, this becomes a real problem. He luck chug dumps torpedoes at the Monarch. Now there's also a North Carolina. Very close. Very close. This is
The bots will typically aim at target that is highest health within their range, which is why the Monarch is probably looking at the Schlieffen instead of Rob here, and that might also be North Carolina. However, Ignacio Allende is looking at Rob because Rob is the only thing that he can actually see and shoot. The Yamato's behind the island, and the Stalingrad is well out of his range, so that's most likely why he's targeting him. And now the North Carolina also
putting a rack on each Drifting isn't a bad idea. That is true. Either way, like, I would have been stopping right here. There's no need to come up behind this island. Get the cap. It's free XP for you. It's free points for you. And then come out. But get the cap first. Oh, look, you're doing it. It just, you took so long to decide, you derped out of the cap. That's oof. Now, Rob, you said you do enjoy the Marceau, though, yes?
Yeah. Alright, like I enjoyed watching people play it, and then I got my hands on it. I'm like, okay, yeah. Like I mean, especially in asymmetric, it can be a little bit more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Boost des moteurs
Like, when I took
désactivé.
it out into randoms, I of course played it differently, but here,
Did you just double said, what is that, the Allende?
yeah. Yeah, people do tend to underestimate the armor piercing. Like, it won't set it on a battleship. It'll hurt you pretty bad if you're in a cruiser.
Hmm.
Well, it can.
Okay.
It depends on.
Right.
you're shooting an AP into an angled cruiser.
HE would be the better choice.
Yeah, especially if you're hitting superchargers. I don't like your choice to go balance the island here. It's a bit peculiar, because now you've cut your DPM in half, and now the Allende... Well, the Allende can shoot you.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure,
you could
like-
shoot me, so I was trying to reduce my angle, like, what he had to shoot at.
It's Allende, though. It has, like, no DPM, so I mean, it's fine.
I'd have HE in the barrels. Nice job hitting the island there. That actually saves your life.
Surprisingly.
Wow.
I was like, I was initially annoying him, then saw the torpedoes, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, never mind. I'm not gonna be annoyed about that.
You think?
Oh, now the Allende tries to shoot you. Huh. I think there's like some weird like logic program. I'm not entirely sure on the logic programming of the bots.
Why aren't you using your engine boost? It's available to you.
I don't think I realized it was available. I think I was focused on trying to dodge.
Hmm. Wow. Pro level torps, right? Pro level torps.
Yeah, forced Ignacio Allende to go broadside to Stalingrad. That was probably gonna one-tap him anyways.
Came in first place in that game. Well deserved, Rob. Well
I
deserved.
didn't do too badly either.
No. Alright, let's put the render up. So, what are we going to title this replay, huh, guys?
I guess luck of the Rob. I don't know. I mean that's the working title at some point, right? Luck of
First
beginner's
voyage?
luck, maybe? Like, this was my very first match in the ship.
Okay, I like Drifton's idea. First voyage. That could work.
Kind of like that idea as well.
Mm-hmm. I think that's good. Whoop. Almost knocked over my water. That'd be bad. Bots play better than your average Pepega. Oh, God.
I mean, yeah, but like, hey, give Rob some, hey, cut Rob some slack, right? He's just having fun now. He's playing. He's just out here having fun, enjoying his new boat. You know, I have Marceau. I enjoy Marceau. I didn't understand how to play it at first, and well, figured it out after some practice, and now I'm quite good with it.
Right. Okay. So we'll go ahead and set that up as first voyage. I like that idea.
I'm still amused by the double citadel.
I am too, frankly. It's in Ayande, so it works-ish.
Yeah, I think does not have the best armor. It's like a 127mm belt. It's the same as as Worcester. In fact, the entire line is very similar all to Worcester, so you can citadel at close range.